Snow fell softly as Emma Winters arrived at the mansion, her breath visible in cold air. The Christmas tree lights flickered inside, casting shadows on the grand, silent hallways. Guests laughed and mingled, unaware that tonight would shatter everything Emma had earned. Her mother-in-law, Margaret, watched from across the room, eyes icy, unreadable, calculating. Emma adjusted her coat, heart pounding, knowing this evening would change her life forever. Glasses clinked, carols played faintly, yet Emma felt the chill of betrayal creeping near. Margaret approached with measured steps, her heels clicking ominously on marble floors. "Emma," she said, voice smooth yet cutting, "we need to talk, alone." The room seemed to blur as Emma followed, her stomach tight, dread tightening its grip. Behind the study door, Margaret closed it slowly, cutting off warmth and the holiday cheer. Emma braced herself, her hands clenched at her sides, mind racing with worst-case fears. Margaret's eyes locked onto hers, cold blue flames, delivering a verdict without preamble. "It's time to replace you," she whispered, each word a dagger slicing through Emma's resolve. Emma's chest tightened. The 9 years of loyalty, sacrifices vanished in a single sentence. Nights missed with her daughter, weekends surrendered, all for this family's empire of deceit. Her voice caught, but she forced calm. "Margaret, I thought my work mattered. Clearly not." Margaret smiled thinly, dismissive, savoring the moment of absolute authority and control. "You're no longer effective," she continued. "Dylan Turner starts next month in your place." Emma blinked, trying to process, a storm of anger and betrayal rising, but she stayed still. Her mind raced, weighing options: fight, flee, or plan a meticulous, calculated response. She slipped out past the festive party, snow crunching under boots, feeling both powerless and alive. 2 suitcases packed silently in the car, essentials for a future now uncertain but hers to claim. Her daughter's photo and baby shoes packed, anchors to the life she refused to surrender. The empty Union Station loomed, echoing her solitude, departure boards blinking ominously. Midnight crept closer, Emma's heart beat in sync with distant train whistles, lonely and She sat, thinking of loyalty crushed, family promises broken, plotting the path she would take. Garrett, her husband, finally noticed, face pale, hesitation in his voice, stunned by the betrayal. "Emma, what's happening?" he asked, as if the night's cruelty had spared him the knowledge. She remained calm, measured, eyes icy yet resolute. "Your mother fired me. I'm done here." His silence hurt more than Margaret's words, a quiet complicity that echoed in the empty hall. Emma gathered herself, knowing retreat was temporary. Strategy demanded patience and precision. She reached for her phone, voice message to her daughter, soft, warm, shielding innocence from storm. "Mommy has to handle something important tonight, sweetie," she whispered into the recording. Love in her voice, unwavering, even as betrayal cut its deepest lines across her heart. She slipped the phone away, coat heavy on shoulders, steps light yet purposeful toward freedom. Snow dusted streets as she drove through St. Louis, city silent, preparing her next move. Thoughts raced, new alliances, networks to contact, revenge not impulsive but deliberate and perfect. At a quiet hotel suite, she studied contracts from another company, opportunity gleaming like gold. Director of operations, autonomy, 6-figure bonuses, equity vesting, all recognition denied before. She sat, eyes scanning, calculating, mind sharp, knowing this would be the start of her ascent. Loyalty, experience, and grit could not be replaced. She would prove it, decisively and ruthlessly. Calls made, meetings arranged, allies lined up. Emma's comeback would be silent but lethal. She imagined Margaret's empire, digital systems failing, young replacements fall. Emails went unanswered, calls deferred. She remained invisible yet omnipresent, watching, calculating. Each error by the new leadership compounded, every misstep a whisper of retribution yet to come. She documented every failure, building evidence for the inevitable, Margaret's downfall and her triumph. Emma ensured her daughter's life remained untouched, shielding innocence while power quietly shifted. Holiday parties passed, she smiled and nodded, while plotting the dismantling of old alliances. The younger replacement struggled, lacking experience Emma had gained through mud, sweat, and tears. She implemented silent corrections, guiding operations subtly, unseen by those blinded by hubris. Margaret remained oblivious, pride blinding her to the slow erosion of her carefully built empire. Contracts were lost, clients moved, costs rose. Emma's invisible hand orchestrated every misstep. She maintained composure, never revealing the storm brewing quietly behind every boardroom door. Weeks turned into months, each day a calculated advance in her long-game revenge strategy. Emma's daughter excelled, unaware of the silent wars her mother was waging, safe and secure. Margaret's confidence faltered as numbers dipped, her advisors whispering concern, unease spreading. Emma seized small victories, operational improvements that subtly outshone the existing management. Every success she achieved at the new company contrasted starkly with Margaret's declining influence. Calls came from clients previously loyal to Donovan. They now sought Emma's insight and leadership. Margaret panicked, attempting to regain control, unaware that her former protégé was beyond reach. Emma quietly acquired intelligence, learning internal weaknesses and exploiting them with surgical precision. Each flaw in Dylan's system became a lever to shift power, gradually eroding the old guard's confidence. Revenue slipped further. Layoffs were inevitable, the empire's foundations cracking like old ice. Emma remained patient, calculating every move with precision, knowing the right moment would come. She reinforced her own position, making allies who respected competence over family connections. Garrett faded into insignificance, unable to influence outcomes, while Emma rose in quiet authority. The River Empire faltered, mistakes amplified. Margaret's legacy, once untouchable, now fragile. Emma's reputation grew, word spreading that she revived failing operations with unmatched skill. Margaret watched helplessly, realizing too late the consequences of underestimating the woman she scorned. Emma never gloating, actions spoke louder than words, her power silent yet undeniable and absolute. The final blow was subtle. Contracts permanently moved, assets shifted, Donovan Rivers' decline evident. Margaret's social circles whispered, her public image intact but influence evaporating quietly and completely. Emma had crafted revenge without spectacle, dismantling an empire through intellect and patience. Her daughter thrived, unaffected by the chaos, the center of Emma's world, proof of her true priorities. Months of careful maneuvering culminated in recognition, respect, and an unassailable position. Donovan River Logistics filed restructuring, assets sold. Emma's foresight ensured she remained untouchable. Former allies of Margaret approached Emma, seeking her guidance, unaware she had orchestrated everything. Emma's reputation became legendary in the industry, a master of silent strategy and calculated triumph. Holiday lights shone on a city unaware of the empire quietly shifting beneath its winter calm. She reflected, not on revenge itself, but on reclaiming power, autonomy, and respect once denied. Each challenge met, every misstep corrected, cemented her position as the true force behind results. Margaret's attempts at reconciliation fell flat. Emma had moved beyond influence, beyond fear. Quietly, deliberately, she transformed loss into leverage, betrayal into opportunity, chaos into order. Emma's daughter, now aware of her mother's strength, learned the lessons of resilience and patience. Clients, colleagues, and competitors alike respected her judgment, her calm command over crises. The river outside flowed steady, a mirror to Emma's own journey, relentless, unstoppable, and enduring. Holidays passed, life continued, yet Emma's strategic mastery reshaped what once seemed permanent. Former adversaries witnessed her rise, powerless to intervene, learning that respect must be earned. Emma's victory was quiet, personal, a testament to patience, skill, and unwavering self-belief. Every decision calculated, every action deliberate, her life now aligned with values long ignored. She looked at her daughter, at her office, at the city below, knowing justice had been served silently. Margaret faded into obscurity, remembered only for her miscalculations, Emma for her enduring triumph. And so Emma Winters, betrayed but unbroken, rose, reclaiming life, respect, and destiny on her terms.